So there was a news report that I saw not that long ago talking about 20 different states that increased their minimum wage. Definitely, I would call this a win because it affects everybody, even people who are making more than minimum wage, because a lot of times now the companies need to compete, and so they're going to raise their wages up as much as the minimum wage increased. So that's dope. Like that happened to me a while ago when Chicago raised their minimum wage to $15. Like our company bumped everybody up like $4 or something. Like that was awesome. Big win. But the people that I'm worried about are the ones that are like literally depending on the minimum wage going up because that's all that they can find. That's all that they can make. I'm just here to tell you, like, you're better than that. You're more than that. Like, you're more capable. And the problem is not in the value that you bring with the work. It's that you're paying the middleman to find the customers for you so you can do the thing, right? Because usually you're like the one that's there deploying the actual service that the people are paying for, right? If you're in fast food, you're the one making the food, right? You're the one that's taking the order. You're the one that's doing the thing to provide the customer with whatever they ask, right? You just need to cut out the middleman because all of the value is in finding the customer. And I'm telling you, it's not that hard because, for instance, you could clean people's houses, right? The going rate for a house cleaner is like $100 an hour. And you can offer 50. If you were to go on the Facebook marketplace or into your local Facebook groups and were to say, hey, I'm cleaning houses and I'm just starting off and I'm happy to clean your house for $30 an hour, and this is about what I can accomplish within 1 hour's worth of work. And if you can do that, man, your DMs are going to flood. You're going to be able to find a lot of work because that type of labor is super cheap for that type of market, and those people are just going to be like, hell yeah. So if minimum wage is like your concern, then like you just need to beat the competition and find your own customers. Like step out of that space, step out of that thinking, and look into what does it take to like start a business and to find customers and to build the systems and processes to make it like consistent and dependable and reliable, and so that you can start to build a consistent, reliable income. And it's not that difficult because there aren't that many skills that you need to learn, and they might hide it underneath like some difficult to understand lingo, when they talk about like sales and marketing, and it's like, what is sales and marketing? Like that's too complicated. Like you need to go to school for this. Like no, it's marketing is just telling people about your stuff. That's it. It's just telling people, hey, I'm here and I offer a thing, and if you're interested, like come talk to me, and then sales is talking to them and like figuring out if it's a good fit for them. Like you don't even, like people get so hung up on like trying to close the sale, trying to force the sale, trying to get them to buy. And it's like, no, that's so manipulative. You don't need to do that. You just give them the information and let them decide. Just make sure that they have the information right. And some of them might, be like, they just don't see the value enough, and maybe you need to like push that, like, hey, you just don't understand, like we provide more value than what you're considering right now, and so it just takes more information, right? And you're just helping people. That's all. But that's all marketing and sales is, telling people, hey, I exist and this is what I offer, and if this interests you, right? And so you want to make that look interesting to them because you want to attract them. So of course the marketing needs to be attractive. you make attractive marketing to pull them in. Hey, I know a little bit about you. I'm interested. Tell me more. And then you go into sales. Okay, here, this is what we do. This is, and then you talk them through it. And if it's right, then they buy. Like that's it. It's that simple. You could go into paid advertising, which is the same thing as the marketing, except now you're putting dollars behind it and you're forcing it in front of people by paying companies to force it in front of your target demographic, the right people that fit who you're trying to serve, right? So for me, I scoop poop. My demographic is like homeowners, dog owners, right? Like that's who I want to serve. So you need to figure out who your audience is, but that's it, man. Like find and then get a way to process payments, and you can do that through Zelle, Venmo, PayPal, Cash App, like all of these different things, and then just it's too easy, right? Log your expenses. You just need to write down what are you spending money on for the business, and then what money are you generating, right? And you pay taxes on the difference on the profit. But this stuff is too easy, guys. And I'm telling you, there are so many ways to make money, and I just want to kind of encourage people to just figure out their own path. Fuck purpose also. Like you find purpose in helping other people and doing a thing. It doesn't matter what it is, right? Create your own purpose, build purpose by finding yourself to be useful. Figure out what you're useful at and put yourself into those situations to be useful to other people, right? Pour into that and you'll find purpose. Like you create your own purpose. It doesn't just come to you, right? It's not something that you can just manifest and pray on. Like you have to put in the work. You create purpose by taking on as much responsibility as you can, and then honing in on a few set of skills that can, expand into something great. Like that's it. I don't know. I hope this kind of helps you think outside the box. Here's another idea, just so you know how easy this stuff is. Now, I haven't tried this, but I'm sure it will work, right? Because I always thought of the idea of owning a laundromat or something like that. And to me, that was always such a good idea because it's like semi-passive, but there's also huge earning potential if you do like laundry pickup and you wash it for them and you drop it off, right? As I was thinking about it, I'm like, you don't even need the laundromat. You have a washer and dryer at home. People are out there and they need the service. And some people don't even know this stuff exists, which is so crazy. But if you were to like, hey, I know how to wash clothes. I know how to get that stain out really well. Like I can do that. Offer your service. Do people's laundries at home. You could do that. I'm telling you, go on Facebook, go into your local groups. Do a little bit of research to figure out like, hey, what are the laundromats charging? And then you can compete with that, Just start with what you have and build up from there. Like you could do that. If you have a pressure washer, like you just have it at home. Like, oh yeah, I bought it. I wanted to clean my house. And then I just, I never really needed it. I did like the sidewalks that, 1 year, but it's just sitting there. Like that's a money machine. Use it. Offer to pressure wash people's homes. They're going to pay for this stuff. And an average pressure wash is going to cost you $200-$300 to get a house pressure wash. That's what you could charge people, and you'll knock that out in 2-3 hours. Like I said, most of these home service based businesses charge about $100 an hour. That's the going rate, and that's what you can do. All you need to do is be able to find the people. That's the hard part. The marketing, the sales, talking to people, letting them know you exist, get some branding done. But now you have AI that can help with all of that. They can help you come up with a name, a logo, help you come up with a sales script. The AI can help you build the business from the ground up. So you don't even have to do all of that hard thinking. Talk to ChatGPT and ask them, hey, I have an idea. Tell me, how can I do this to make it work for me? Bro, it'll lay it all out. So I just want to let you know, coming from me, I've been in entrepreneurship for, like 10 years, failing my way up. And here I am now. I have a local small business that's been going for a year now, and it's building up, and I'm ready to hire someone. And we have another business that we've been doing for about 4 years or so, selling clothes online. And so I kind of know a little bit about both of those worlds. And yeah, I want to help you guys get through this, because I feel like times are only going to get worse. And if you don't find your little, spot in the market, there's going to be so many layoffs, and a lot of these people are going to start building businesses, and then you're going to have to compete with them, and it's just going to make things even more difficult. So claim your spot while you can. Figure out what you can do to be useful for other people. Cut out the middleman. Find your own customer so that you can bank on all of that profit. And I'm telling you, you're going to do much better.